Hey there, I'm Crystal, your content director and photographer over at Crystal Clear Photography, and I'm coming to you today talking to you about one of the #1 social platforms right now, Instagram. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips to make sure that you can have the pretty ideal feed that you would like to have on your Instagram to hopefully help attract your audience and of course just create a nice cohesive look that shows off your brand. Tip 1 is to make sure that you have categories identified. And what do you mean by categories? Those are going to be the topics that you're going to be displaying in your images. So you might have topics when it comes to your content, but you also should have topics when it comes to your photos. What kind of photos do you want to share? Take my feed, for example. You could check out my Instagram and you can see that the things that I post about are going to be tips about being a business owner. So I usually have photos of myself. That's one of my categories. And then I have photos of the stock photos that I shoot. And then I have example photos of branding projects. And then I have photos of my kids and my family because they're a big part of my business. So those are some of the categories that I have from a visual standpoint. So you might have your categories again for your content, but also make sure that your categories flow with your images or that you have a set of categories that are just for your images. And make sure to keep them in sets of 3 because that's how Instagram's feed works. So 3, 6, or 9. I would recommend picking between 6 and 9 categories as a nice sweet spot to make sure you have a good flow throughout your feed and you don't feel constantly repetitive in certain things that you're posting. Next tip is going to make sure that you have a good stock source. If you're not able to hire a photographer to create a custom set of curated stock photos for you, make sure to check out some of the stock photo libraries that are provided. There are tons of stock photo libraries from Essie Stock Shop to Hot Chocolate. There are so many out there that are within reach and are totally affordable. Do go through and check and make sure that those images are going to fit your brand and your style and are going to look good and cohesive throughout your feed. You might have to do a little bit of homework and a little bit of legwork searching through tons of stock libraries, but you want to make sure that you have those good images so that your feed is nice and cohesive and you're not stressed out because it doesn't look right or it's not coordinating the way that you hope that it would. Another great tip is to make sure to use a tool. And what do you mean by tool? I mean those nice apps that help you automate your business. Like Planoly, for example. Planoly is the one that I use, and I use Planoly because I am a visual person. So it goes through and lets you visually see your feed and how you've got it planned out throughout your grid. This way you can make sure that everything does look cohesive, that your images look good, that the colors that you're utilizing are balanced, and you can pre-plan and schedule things so that you don't have to worry about making sure that you have enough content scheduled throughout the week or last minute come up with something to post. Super easy, right? So now go and make that beautiful Instagram feed that you're hoping for. And for more tips and tricks to help you with your brand and your photography, make sure to click subscribe below, and I'll see you soon.